Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn new chapter, that is chapter number 2, Python Programming Fundamentals. So in the last class we have seen basic information about Python programming language, when it was developed and who was developed and where it was developed, and some basic information about Python programming languages we have seen in the last chapter. In this chapter we are going to learn some important as well basic information about programming of Python language. Let's start the class. In this chapter, before going into the chapter, first we have to recollect what we have studied in the first chapter. I already explained the Python programming language code is implemented in the platform of Python shell. The Python shell has two modes. One is script mode, another one is interactive mode. The interactive mode where we can type the Python code as well, where we will get output of the Python code where we are typed. In the same place itself, we can type the Python code as well, we'll get the result, that is interactive mode. The next one is script mode. Script mode is another mode where we can type only Python code and we'll get the output from interactive mode. This is called script mode. The next one is Python program. We can call it as program of Python, is also known script, because we are making the code of particular languages. So it's also one of the script language, that is Python programming language. And what is the use of this Python programming language? Already we have discussed in the previous class and also in the previous chapter. Python programming language is a general purpose programming language. It is used for all purposes. If we want to create an application, we can use it, or if we want to use any web pages along with some combination of other languages, we can do. So it's a sequence of definitions and commands. There will be a definitions also, it is already predefined and built in the library, and commands we users can give. These definitions are evaluated and commands are executed by the Python interpreter. So whatever the definitions are, we are using from the library, as well whatever the command we users we are giving, it can be processed and it can be evaluated, and also it can be checked by one thing that is known as interpreter. Interpreter is the checker which checks line by line process. If it is any error in the first line, it will not move on to the next line because its quality is like that. Interpreter, it's used to check one by one. If it is no error, it will move on to the next line. At last it will get the we'll get the output screen. This is known as Python shell. So those things we have studied in the previous chapter. In this chapter, we are going to learn about the important thing called variables and types. The variables and types we are going to learn because in the Python programming language, we need to use these kind of the variables and types mostly in all programs. Those things that we are going to learn now. What is variable? A variable is a storage area where we can store something, that is called variables. For example, if we are store amount, particular some amount or such things, a small amount of money means we are having wallet. So wallet is a storage area where we can store some amount. And what is types? The money can be any form. No, it can be a note, or it can be a coins, or it can be a any format. So these are all the types. So if we want to store particular amount of money, we have to keep in such place called storage. And also in the wallet we have many segments. If we have 1000 notes or 2000 notes or 500 notes means we will keep in one place, and 50 10 rupees and 20 rupees, those kind of notes are segmented in the another place, and we have a small place to keep some coins. So these are all the types of money. As well, we have variables and types. We can store some variables according to the type as a value. Those things that we are going to learn in this class. Now let's see the definition of variable. A variable is like a container that stores values that you can access or change. It can be any type, it can be any form. For example, we are storing, we are keeping the books in bag. So the bag is also one kind of the variable. And we are storing amount in the bank. So the bank is also one kind of the variable. So where we are storing the place, and the place is known as variable. A variable, as the name suggests, has been derived from the word vary. Vary means different, which states that a variable may vary during the execution of a program. For example, see, the two pictures are given here. The y is a variable. It is going to store x plus 3. We know the value of 3, what is 3, and we don't know the value of x. So x is also assigned by some value. So x is also another variable. Y is having x value and 3. Those two things will be calculated and it will be kept in the variable called y. Okay, the next picture, it says about value. So in the value, there is a tag is attached called variable name. If we want to store a value, we need to have a storage place. That place is known as variable. Understand? So these are all the things we are having in the Python program. Very important thing, variable is a place where we can store some values. Then only we can take the values for output process. Otherwise, we will not get the output. See, here the example program I have made here. This Python shell is interactive mode because here I have typed the input as well I got output also. See, the three greater than signs are called prompt. The prompt is a default one in the Python shell. So here I have given the variable x equal to 10. So the value 10 is assigned for x variable. Now I am calling the x because I want to take the value of x from the variable x. So I am calling the x so that whatever the values are stored in the x, it will be printed as output. So the output came as 10. This is interactive mode process. The next one is, see, the right side we have another window called script mode. In the script mode, there is no prompt symbol. So it's a script mode because I have typed only out input there, x equal to 10, and print is a keyword. I'm calling the x. I'm going to print the x variable's value because I have stored x equal to 10. And then in the interactive mode, as I want to get the output, I am using the interactive mode. So interactive mode I am getting, see, after that previous program is what I have shown earlier. The second one is the output only shown 10 because this is the output of the script mode what we have created here. That is the difference between the interactive mode and script mode. First, I'll tell you how to create the Python program in the script mode or interactive mode. In the interactive mode, no issues. You can type as well. You will get the output simultaneously. But if you want to have a separate input code, you can use script mode. In the script mode, first you have to type. If you want to get the script mode, what we have to do, first, whenever you open the Python programming platform, always it opens the interactive mode. In the interactive mode, you have to click file menu to create a new script so that the another new window will be opened, that is called script mode. There we can type. After typing the coding, we have to save. For save, we can go to file and save, otherwise we can give F5. F5 is a shortcut key to save the Python program. After that, we have to come here and we have to save with the proper name of the program along with the extension of .py. .py is the extension of Python program. After that, we'll get the result when we call the function of the particular variable in the interactive mode. We'll get the result. This is a way of creating the Python programming language and also getting the output. The next thing is C. Here, let's take another example of working with variables. Now I am going to give another example of the variables, how the variables are used and how the variables are called and how the values are assigned for the different variables that we are going to learn now. See, it's a example of interactive mode program. X equal to 3 and y equal to 4 and z equal to x plus y. We have a three variables x, y, z. X is having the value called 3 and y is having the value called 4, as well z is the value having x's value plus y's value are calculated and kept in the z, and z equal to z plus 1. This is called shorthand. The z equal to z plus 1, because previously in the third line already we have chosen set value and those value will be added along with 1. Then x equal to y. X value and y value are same now. After that, y value has changed because y equal to 5. Now we are going to apply or implement this code in the Python programming language. Let's see. See, in the first window, I have typed the program, whatever we have seen previous, and I'm printing the x variable along with the statement. Within a double quotation, no, that is a statement. Whatever the things are come in the double quotation, that is known as statement. X is comma, I called the x variable, so that the interpreter goes to the x variable and take the value whatever it is stored, as well y and z. See, x is 4 and y is 5 and z is 6. Let's see how. X equal to 3 and y equal to 4 and z equal to x plus y. What is the x value? 3. And what is the y value? 4. 3 plus 4, 7. That is z value. Now z equal to z plus 1. What is the previous z value? That is 7. 7 plus 1, 8. So z equal to 8. Now x equal to y. What is the value of x? What is the value of y? Y is 4. So the 4 values assigned for x's also, but before it was saved as x equal to 3. After assigning x equal to y, the value of y has assigned for x also, and y equal to 5. Now the value of y is changed. Previously it was y equal to 4. So x is 4 and y is 5 and z is 8. See, whatever I have explained, this is the thing. X starts with value 3rd and y starts with value 4. Initial values of x and y are 3 and 4. In line 3, a variable z is created and equals x plus y, which is 7, because s equal to z plus, sorry, x equal z equal to x plus y. So 3 plus 4, 7. Then third step, then the value of z is changed to equal one more than it currently equals, changing it from 7 to 8, because z equal to z plus 7. The previous value of z is 7. 7 plus 1, 8. Then next, x is changed to the current value of y, which is 4, because x equal to y. Y value is what? 4. So the y value is assigned for x variable. Now x variable value is 4 and y variable value is 4. Finally, y is changed to 5. Now the y value has changed by 5. Note that this does not affect x. It will not affect x. So in the end, x is 4 and y is 5 and z is 8. This is the program of the previous thing what we have discussed. Importance of variable. why we are using the variable in the Python programming languages. Not only in the Python programming languages, C, C++, Java, also some variables are important. In each and every program, variable is the important one, then only we'll get the output. So let's see one by one. Identify of the variable or object. The second one is type of the variable or object, and the third one is value of the variable or object. So according to these three categories, we are going to discuss now. Let's see the first. Identify of the variable. The last three line I have assigned x equal to 10, and the next line I have used id of x, which means where the x variable is placed in the memory in the address of this 18490300720, there the x variable is stored. This is identify of the variable. Before that, we have to check whether the variable is stored or not in the memory, then only the value will be saved. The next one is type of the variable. Variable has a different types. It can be any types, data types. So those things are numeric, dictionary, boolean, set, sequence type. These are all the basic things, and most commonly we are using the data types are integer and float and complex number, and the another set is strings, tuple and list. These are all the different data types which we are going to learn in upcoming classes. And what is boolean? Boolean is also a binary level language where you are using zeros and ones, because the boolean, it can be a true or false or 0 or 1 or on or off state. That is called the Python data type. This is the second one. And the third one is value of the variable. We should know the value of the variable, then only it is called variable, otherwise it is an empty variable. The variables provides a means to name values so that they can be used and manipulated later. For example, we have assigned x equal to 10. Because it's a simple program, so we have gotten the result of x as a value 10. If we want to store more the things, means we can store. To bind value to a variable, we use assignment operator. If the value is to be assigned, there will be a assignment operator. This process also termed as building of a variable. So here we are using the assignment operator. Let's see quickly. See here the last three lines. Max is a variable and 87 is a value is assigned with assignment operator. So whenever we are printing the max, because the max is a variable which is stored in the main memory, so it retrieves the value where it stored 87 value has retrieved in the output. The program definition. So the program, the previous program I have shown that max equal to 87. So the name max is assigned the value 87, or in other words, the name max refers to value 87. Values are also called objects. Using assignment operator. Number 1 is a variable and equal is the assignment operator, and 100 is a value. So without the variable we can't store the value, as well without the value we can't have the variable, as well without the assignment operator also it is not a success one. This is the use of assignment operator. The concept of assignment operator can be explained. Here there should be one and only one variable on the left side of the assignment operator. In one line or in a one statement or in a one code, there will be only one variable, or we can have many variables. Those things we will see in the upcoming classes. So this variable is called the left value or the L value. There can be any valid expression on the right hand side of the assignment operator. This expression is called the right value or value. The statement L value equal to R value. L value is a variable, R value is a value what we are giving along with the assignment state. The next one is values assigned. Here some of the values are assigned for the variable. The example, number 1 equal to 100. So here I have assigned the 100 value is for number 1. Multiple assignments. We can have the multiple assignments of the variable. In Python, we can declare multiple variables in a single statement. The previous slide I have told that we can have either single variable or many variables. It is used to enhance the readability of the program. So this is called the easy way of creating the program code in the Python. Multiple assignments in Python can be done in the following two ways. One is assigning multiple values to multiple variables. The another one is assigning same value to multiple variables. So these are all the two different things. First one is assigning multiple values to multiple variables, as well assigning same value to multiple variables. Those things we will see clearly. See here the program x comma y comma z comma p. These are all the four variables, and along with four values. 2 is assigned for x, and y is assigned 40 is assigned for y, 34.5 is assigned for z, and Vinay is assigned for p. These are all the different kinds of the values. Each and every value has a different unique data type. So when I call x comma y comma z comma p, automatically those values will be listed. Then I'm giving x plus y, then it will be calculated, and for 2 plus 40, 42 will be credited. Like that the program goes. Variable names. How we can create a variable name? Always a variable name must start with an alphabet, not with number. It's very important one. The second one is a variable name cannot contain spaces. A variable name should not contain any spaces, because we used to give roll space number. Roll number is a variable. For example, we used to give roll space number. If you give, it will not accept by the interpreter. So if you want to differentiate two words, you can use underscore. That's a third point. A variable name can contain any number of letters, digits, and underscore. No other characters apart from these are allowed. And fourth point is a Python keyword cannot be used as a variable name, because the keyword of the Python language is already created by the program developer, so that we can't use the Python keyword as a variable name. And variable names are case sensitive, like Python is also as a case sensitive, where we can use a small, at the time we have to use small, where we can use a capital, at the time we have to use the capital letter. We should always choose names for our variables that give an idea of what they are used for what purpose it is. For example, I'm going to add two values of a and b, so a plus b, so I have to give sum or add as a variable name. This is the important thing while we are creating the variables. The next one is, see the program here. N1 equal to input of enter the first number. N1 input is a keyword where I am typing the statement enter the first number, because it's in a double quotation. And again, those number what user going to give, because this is a script mode program, so we need to get the output from the interactive mode. I didn't save this program currently. Now N1 equal to input, it's a keyword, and followed by the statement enter the first number. When the user asking the program asks the user to enter the number, at the time those number will be evaluated by the interpreter as like that N2. Now sum equal to N1 plus N2. Two values are getting calculated, so that I have used sum as a variable, and I am printing the sum where the values are stored, sum of the numbers, that is sum. And product equal to N1 into N2. As well, print off product of the numbers and product. The product and sum are variables called out to retrieve the values which is already stored in places, that is the program. And see the result of this. First it will ask enter the first number, so the user has to type the first value. I have typed 20, and the second value after that, the 20 is assigned, evaluated, that whether it's a what kind of the number. It can be a integer number or float number or boolean number. Then enter the second number. I have typed 30, also it's evaluated by the interpreter. And sum of the numbers 20 plus 30, N1 is a 20 and N2 is a 30, so these two are calculated and saved in the sum. While we are printing the statement sum of the numbers along with the sum character where the value is stored, as like the product of numbers also, 20 into 30, 600. This is the way what we have learnt. So I hope you all understand what we have discussed today and learn whatever we have learned today, and then you go through the programs. These are all the basic programs, and I hope you like this video. Thank you.